What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, ZR2. My name's Tyler. Today, I'm going to be installing this Levelup kit. As you can see, I kind of started already, got the tire off. I got my buddy over there done working on that side so we can get it done a little faster. Yeah, so I'm going to jump into it, just kind of show you guys some of this. I'm going to get some GoPro footage of up close stuff just to kind of show you all what needs to be done. It looks fairly simple. So, and like always, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like the video. I appreciate it a lot. Makes me want to keep doing these videos for you guys. Big shout out to Levelup Suspension as well. They actually reached out to me and gave me a pretty good discount code on these because I'm making this video for them. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited to put this one in spacer up here and level out my ZR2. So yeah, let's just crack straight into it and get started on this lift kit. Okay, so the first step I'm going to do is loosen up this tie rod. So you need a 10mm wrench holding this, and then a 21mm ratcheting wrench would be easiest. So at least take this bolt completely off. Did you pop that out already?
Huh?
My tie rod's out. So that's the tie rod out of the way now. Putting the bolt back on just so we don't lose it. Now I'm gonna come over here, start undoing these clips. And for that, I got this little pry tool from Home Depot. Super easy. So for that, all you're gonna do is pry up this here, pry up this, pry up this. This will just pull out. This will just pull up. This will just pull towards you. And then this whole wiring harness kind of just flops out of the way. Make everything a lot easier. So essentially, you should just be able to pry this underneath. Lift up. Lift up. And pry this underneath this one. Lift up. Easy as 1, 2, 3. And this grommet. This pulls right out. This will pull forward towards you. And this one here pulls out that way. And then this whole thing can just kind of sway out of the way. So now we're going to undo this, put a 10mm there, and I think that's a 21 too. That was a little tough. I had to stand up, put a lot of weight into this one to get it off. So that's sway bar link off.
That's a real one.
So did I. So the sway bar link's off. So now I'm gonna undo the 2 bolts, and then you're gonna take the shock off. I'm gonna take off these 2 bolts first, and then we'll do the top. So that's a 15. There's 2 of these underneath the shock bolt. That's the shock out, bottom bolt's out. And now there's 3 nuts up here on top of the shock. There's one there, the one in the back, and then there's one back there underneath that coil wire harness thing back there. I believe these are 18 mils. So yeah, the front one I would just use a wrench, it's not a ratcheting ones. The back 2 I would definitely use a ratcheting wrench because you don't have a lot of space there. There's the bid liner, like the bid there, or the just body there, so you don't have a lot of room to physically get in there. But I could stick a wrench in there, ratcheting wrench, get that, and then get the other back one. So let's start that now. So this is 18 millimeter up here. And for front, I'm just using this end of the ratchet. The back 2, I'll use my ratcheting end. Okay, so I'll show you guys the rest of this once I get the bolts off and I pull the shock out.
Oh well.
So this here, I don't know how I can be to see that, has a little plastic clip over it that attaches to this wire harness there. I just took my poke tool and pried it up, just pushed it up over the stud, and it came right off, easy peasy. Yeah, so definitely undo the back 2 first. That way when you get to this one, I got it loosened up already. I kind of pulled the shock on the bottom out already, just to give it easier access at this, so I'm not fighting it as much. All right. So now this whole shock should just kind of squeeze right out of there. Just like that. I got the shock out, everybody. All right, so that's the shock out of the truck. Here it is. My buddy's doing the other side, so the other side's at the same stage I'm at. Next step would be to take your Levelup spacer and just pop it right over. It only goes on one way. Levelup would be facing out if you're looking into it. Big shout out to Levelup Suspension. They hit me up on my Instagram, gave me a good discount on these. So really appreciate that. I do plan on running 35s on this at some point. I got to convince the wife, let me buy new tires for a brand new truck. So we'll see how that goes. Levelup Suspension also provides these new nuts for the top 4 studs of this shock, or the 3 studs on top of this shock. So we'll be using this instead of the factory hardware. And it should be a little easier to at least screw these down because it was less threads to essentially bolt down now. So yeah, we're jumping in front of the wheel rail again. I'll show you one more step you need to do, and then we'll try to see how difficult it is to shimmy this up back in their spot and get the bottom 2 bolts in. So let's get to it. Okay, so you have to unloosen this bolt. Don't take it off all the way, just loosen it up. And that will give you more play in the suspension. And we'll just try to shove this shock back in there. And that's an 18 millimeter. Oh! Alright, so essentially I'm going to try to wedge this in there and then wedge it in the bottom. So let's see how this goes. thing's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot easier with 2 people. So I'm gonna get the top bolt started so I don't have to worry about it dropping out. Okay, so that back one, if I just reach my hand back here, I can get a better angle at it. That's where having a buddy comes in handy. Because I'm going to push down on this while he pushes the shock back and try to get the bolts in. So yeah, definitely a lot easier with 2 people. Because I'm physically putting about 75% of my body weight on this. And that gives the shock enough play that we can wiggle it back and forth and get these nuts started on the bottom. More hands means less work. And there you have it. Shock's in with the spacer. I'm going to jump on the other side, help him with that side, and then I'll film some of buttoning it back up. Okie dokie. So the shock's back in there. Got the bottom 2 bolts started. I'm going to tighten up the top nuts. Get that all compressed up there, and then do the bottom ones, and everything else will just go back together. That new hardware they give you is now a 15 millimeter instead of an 18. Oh yeah, these tighten up really fast. Okay, those are tight. I'm gonna tighten back up the bottom ones, which are just these 2 15 millimeter nuts underneath the shock right here. And now I'm tightening back up the upper control arm bolt. Next, I'll do the sway bar. Bring it. That's nice and taut. All I have left is to put this tie rod back in its place. See how easy this will be. Easy enough. Hi, so it's a pretty straightforward, simple install, to be honest. Started at 7. Took me about 2 hours. All I have left is to put these clips back in. All that's left is to push these clips back into spots. Insert these grommets back into spots. That's all the grommets, all the clips. Everything's tight. There you have it, man. 1-inch spacer installed. Easy peasy. Yeah. Set her down on this side. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's a lot more clearance there now just for that 1 inch. I'll pull it outside after we're all done in there and take some video of it, some B-roll, so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. Looks good though. All right, so it's officially done. I think it looks a lot better. Threw some B-roll in here before this segment. Follow me on Instagram, see some pictures of it. That link will be below. Once again, big shout out to Levelup Suspension for giving me such a good discount on these. It's a fairly easy job. I did it with 2 people in 2 hours. Definitely recommend doing it with a buddy. Yeah, I like the look of it. And if you're new to the channel, if you like the video and want to see more content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. Really appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far. Makes me want to keep showing videos of my truck, because it does take me more time whenever I do decide to film a video of a mod install, setting up the camera, make sure audio's good, getting good angles for you guys. So yeah, appreciate it. Hope everyone has a good day, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.